Shabbat Shalom from Temple Concord. This week our Torah portion talks all about the Sabbatical and the Jubilee year. The Sabbatical is a time when everything goes fallow for a year, we let the land rest, and the Jubilee year is when everything reverts back to its original owner. And most of the time when we look at this, we learn about what it means to let things rest for a while, and what it means to own something, and the idea of giving it back. But I want to suggest something different. I think there are an awful lot of us who carry around with us pain and difficulties and grudges for years on end. We choose to carry this whether we realize it or not. Most of the time we feel like we've been hurt, and so we carry the pain with us. But the reality is we're making a choice. And the sabbatical year comes along to say, you don't need to carry this forever. If you want to let go of it, it's been 6 years, it's time. Let go. And after 49 years, if you're still carrying it, then the tradition comes along to say, really, now is the time to let go of those past pains, to let go of the way things always were, and to try something new. It's hard. It's a really difficult lesson to comprehend and to understand. But all of us carry around the burdens of our past life experiences, what we've experienced up to now, who's harmed us, who's been nice to us, who hasn't. What if we took the time to actually forgive ourselves and make the choice, consciously, to let it go? What would the world look like if we actually gave ourselves a sabbatical and said, I've carried this burden around long enough. I'm not going to carry it anymore. And if we were to do it individually, how much more so if we were to do it communally? So often when we're doing things in the temple, I hear, well, that's the way we've always done it, or that's the Temple Concord way. In many cases, that refers to beautiful, wonderful traditions that I want to maintain. But at other times, it's an excuse. It's a way of saying, I'm not willing to confront it, and I'd rather carry around the burden than try something new. And I think too often we let that baggage ride on us rather than giving ourselves the sabbatical opportunity to explore, to take a breath, and to reimagine and rebuild. And I think in many, many ways, individually, we need that time, and collectively as a temple, we need that time. We need time to pull back and reevaluate and say, is this a tradition we need to continue carrying or not? Is this a way of doing things that we need to continue or not? Is this something I need to be burdened with or not? I think the sabbatical year offers a really fascinating model that says to us, let go when it's time. Even if you're not quite ready, force yourself, let go. Because in the letting go, you free yourself up to all sorts of new possibilities, new understandings, new growth that can only come about if you first let go and let things go fallow for a little while. Shabbat services this Friday night will be anything but fallow, actually. Services will be at 6 o'clock. Our Shirat Shalom singers will be joining us, our youngest choir members. Promises to be a wonderful evening. It's also Education Shabbat, where we will celebrate the learning that has taken place in the synagogue this last year among our children and our adults. There will be a potluck dinner following services, so I hope you'll join us. Saturday morning, we have text study at 9, Torah study at 10. At 11, we'll celebrate the bar mitzvah of Max Newman, a wonderful young man. And Sunday morning is the last day of Sunday school that will end with our showcase and our moving up ceremony, and then the big carnival at the end of the year. So lots of fun, bounce house to jump around in. Promises to be a great morning at the temple. I hope you'll join us over the weekend and for Shabbat. And even more, I hope you'll take the chance to give yourself the gift of sabbatical, to consider what are the things you're carrying around and what are the things you can let go. And what are the parts of our tradition, collectively, that we carry around and the parts that we can let go. I think if we give ourselves the gift of sabbatical, our lives will be enriched, our world will be more healthy and strong, and we will be holier in everything we do. Shabbat Shalom for now. Look forward to seeing you at the temple.